7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja visuele cuando le no viene ligado igualito que yuca. El pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
no critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de...
And we are live. Good morning. How's everyone doing? It is 7:10 a.m., guys. Wakey. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Good morning. How's everyone doing out there? It is Wednesday, 12/6/2023 in this year of our Lord, 2023. Oh, shouldn't joke like that. Look what happens right off the bat. There we go. Oh, maybe not. There we go. One-armed man having a hard time this morning, guys. Oh, I slept on my shoulder so badly. I didn't forget. I guess I kind of forgot. I kept the sling off last night when I was sleeping. And oh man, it is killing me this morning. I've kind of moved it in ways I probably shouldn't have, but it is what it is. But we are here, guys. It's 7:10 a.m. Karma? Karma for what? What's the karma? Wait a minute. Oh man, how's everyone doing, guys? Looking good this morning, homie. Oh, appreciate it. Actually got to take a shower, got to do good. Just sore this morning, guys. But it is December, guys. It is Christmas time. It is everything flowing, going good, and it is Weed Wednesday. We are going to be getting into a whole mess of stuff today, guys. We got our girl. Actually, we don't have our girl Aurora Hayes. We got the professor, and then we got Bud Smoke. We're going to be making infused apple cider today, guys. What goes better with this cold weather than infused apple cider? Nothing goes better. They put a little orange and cherries in there. Woo, man, woo, getting crazy. And then we're also going to be looking at the history of the month of December and weed, guys. That's right, your 420 history. We got a whole breakdown of it, how weed was discovered, the whole 9 yards, guys. You know what we do here. Oh, man, it could be karma. Oh, man. So yeah, we're having a good morning. Let's see what's going on out there in the world. Any kind of news headlines we should know about, we should cover. Let's see. News headlines. What's those Kardashians up to? Oh, let me see. Norman Lear, TV legend, dies at 101 years old. Billionaire Bill Ackman says Harvard, Penn, and MIT presidents must all resign. Texas shooting. Ooh, man. Let's see. New wide, man. Nothing I want to cover. All crazy news. Let me see. Local news. We met at the Sandbar. What is this? We met at the Sandbar Cocktail Lounge in Bullhead City, Arizona. This is a travel log from San Bernardino. Let me see. I looked across the tabletop and knew this guy was a true journalist. He's written for Harper's Magazine, Vanity Fair, covering stories from the murders of farmers of South Africa to the troubles, the IRA in Ireland. I was very impressed with James Pogue, a young man, though any younger than 90 is young to me, who gets out there and does complex reporting. I'm a travel writer who involves, so let's see. They went to Area 51 and then went through Bullhead. We met at the Sandbar. Where else do riders meet? Basically, this is just a story about traveling. This ain't a good story. Sorry, guys. Let's see. What do we got? Body of missing 23-year-old man found in remote area of Apple Valley. Let me see. There's really nothing. Nothing exciting going on in the world today, guys. Which is probably a good thing. Which is probably definitely a good thing. No news is good news, right? Duck the Kardashians. Yeah, exactly. They're just always in the news, and you never know why. What we got going on? Oh, internet's not working for Teresa Deller, guys. Internet's not working for old Teresa Deller. But we love you, Teresa Deller. Old man was just searching for his wiener. Good thing you showered. You might have gotten complaints from the city. That is true. That is true. They would complain if I'm taking showers, if I'm not taking showers. Oh man, what do they got going on this weekend? They had the Christmas parades going on in Bullhead and Needles this weekend, guys. Who made it out to either? They had the Boombox parade in Bullhead, and then they had the big old Needles parade, guys. It looked like it was a good turnout for both. Yeah, nice, nice. I'm probably not allowed at the Needles parade, so I did not go. But the Bullhead City Boombox Parade, they broadcasted it over on the Bullhead News. Pretty good. Looked like a good turnout, like always, guys. Who's ready, man? What do we got? We got less than 20 days for Christmas, man. Woo! Man, it's coming up. How was it, Mike? How was the Boombox Parade? Pretty good. Hey, what's up? Back to retro. Let's go ahead and we'll get into these shout outs now, guys. And we will get the show rolling. All right, here we go. Let's get into the shout outs.
Unite, let's raise a storm. D-A-N-K, we're here to play. Loud and proud, we won't obey. 7, 10 a.m., we'll rock your day. Gangsters assemble, never fade away.
All right, Danksters Assemble. That's right, guys. What do you need to do if you want to get shot out? Just lit up the comments, guys. Light up the comments. Lit up, light up, whatever it is. Light up the comments, guys, and let us know that you're here. We'll definitely give you a shout out. Yo, Cholo, what's up, buddy? We got Mojave Martian in the house. Good morning, good morning. How you doing? We got Nancy, the better half. Rolling up in there. How you doing, Nancy, this morning? We got Supernova Mike in the house. How you doing? Hey, Brian's Bong. How you doing? Lonnie. How you doing, Lonnie? Back to Retro Review, guys. Go check out Back to Retro. Go check out the Mod Squad, guys. They got a lot of good stuff, a lot of happening over there. They got the movie show. They got a horror show. They got all sorts of stuff going on over there, guys. Prizes galore. Get on over there. Check them out. Check them out. Rosie Key, good morning. Good morning. We got the Madman from Texas, Back to Retro up in here. We got Brian's Bong, Lonnie, Mojave Martian. Who else we got? Supernova Mike. Oh man, got a lot of Yo Cholo in the house. Got a lot of people sleeping in this morning. I take it. Missing a few, missing Chantel, missing Russ, missing Teresa Deller. But we'll get it done. We'll get it done, guys. We'll get it done. I'm a little sore, man. Like I said this morning, I appreciate that, Lonnie. This morning I woke up. I slept with the stupid thing off, and man, I woke up in a lot of pain. But now that I got the sling back on, it's doing better. I should have known. Should have known better, man. Should have known better. And then physical therapy starts next week, which is gonna be woo. Oh man, that's gonna be a lot of pain, guys. A lot of pain. But it is what it is. It's getting better. it's getting better. I'm feeling better. A little sore today. Slept on it weird, but for the most part, feeling a lot better. I can tell that whatever they did worked, man. My neck and my shoulder is so much looser. All that tension that I had in there before is pretty much gone. Pretty sure they redid the tendons too. Like I can feel the tendons like attached on my arm. It feels weird, but you got good pain meds. Actually, I do. You mix weed with a little Norco. Woo! You're talking good times, buddy. Good times. Not recommended at home, guys. Use at your own discretion. But yeah, no, good times, man. Been sleeping a lot. All right, guys, let's get into a little thing I like to call Today in History. Rosie, Today in History. If we don't know the past, we're doomed to repeat it, guys. And I mean, man, you look at some of these past history events we're looking at, and you look at like the war in Israel and Ukraine, man, we're repeating the same things. We need to step up and be aware of what we're doing, guys. And that's what this is. Today is Today in History, brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, your number one cannabis superstore. All right, let's do this, guys.
Today in history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
All right, guys. Today in history for December 6th, we're going to be looking back and see the history. We're going to start off with birthdays. Was it, bro, smoke before you go? You have a pre-roll ready for when you get out of PT. Yeah, I have a feeling that's what I'm going to need to do. Stop doing the stranger and let that shoulder heal. Nice. All right, guys. We got some birthdays in the house. Some good birthdays today, guys. We got good old Joseph Stalin, premier of Soviet Union in the Soviet Union, guys. Check that out. Joseph Stalin, his birthday. On a lighter note, William S. Hurt, guys. William Hurt unfortunately died. Oh, wait a minute. He died a long time ago. William Hurt. Must be a different one. Born 1864 and then died in 1946. He was an American actor. I was thinking of a different. Oh, this is William Hart, not William Hurt. It's a different one. Judd Apatow, guys, director, writer, producer. He did a 40-Year-Old Virgin and a lot of those movies like that. Funny People. Judd Apatow turns, however old he turns today, 1967. So what is, I'm 47, so he'd be 58. Richard Speck, American murderer, was born on this day in 1941. And then Dave Brubeck, American musician, was born in 1920 today, guys. The featured event was Irish Free State established. The British government and Irish leader Arthur Griffin, Michael Collins, and others signed a Anglo-Irish treaty establishing the Irish Free State as an independent member of the British Commonwealth on this day in 1921. Still didn't put an end to that Irish-English rivalry, man. That thing's been going on forever, the IRA. Excuse me. All that stuff. But they signed the treaty in 1921. All right, guys. In 2006, NASA released images taken by the Mars Global Surveyor that indicated the relatively recent presence of water on Mars. That was in 2006. And that's like under the surface, right? That Mars water. 1992, the Mosque of Barbar in Adala was destroyed by Hindu fundamentalists, leading its Hindu-Muslim riots throughout India in 1992. 1973, George Floyd, Gerald R. Ford, it's easy for me to say, was sworn in as Vice President of the United States, succeeding Spiro T. Agnew, who had resigned. 1969, the violence of the Altamont Rock Festival in Livermore, California, climaxed during the Rolling Stones appearance when the concert goer was fatally stabbed by a member of the Hells Angels motorcycle gang, which had been hired as security. Yeah, who remembers that? That was a big, big thing. That was before my time, but I remember the history of it. Yeah, this concert promoter hired the Hells Angels for security, and they ended up killing a bunch of people. There was riots, all sorts of crazy stuff. 1933, in what was considered a landmark ruling, a U.S. Federal judge held James Joyce Ulysses was not obscene, though allowing the greater freedoms in literary work. So this was over books that were deemed inappropriate or obscene. Yeah, that fight's been going on forever. 1933, guys. 1917, Finland declares itself independent from Russia following the Bolshevik Revolution. Our favorite revolution, the Bolshevik Revolution. In 1912, a bust of Nefertiti was discovered during excavations at Tel Armon, Egypt. The sculpture later went on display in the Berlin Museum, and it became a source of controversy as alleged plundered artifact. So a bust of Nefertiti was discovered during excavations, and the sculpture later on went on display, but they were saying it was plundered. It was stolen. Damn it. 1907, an explosion in a coal mine in Manga, West Virginia, killed more than 350 people, many of them young boys in 1907. Where's OSHA when you need them? 1898, photographer Alfred Instant, whose images, many of them for Life magazine, established him as one of the first and most important photojournalism. He was born in West Persia, now Poland. 1865, Georgia became the 27th U.S. state to ratify the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery. 1534, Sebastian D. Balaksar was the authority of Francisco Pizarro occupied the Indian city of Quito, in which is now known as Ecuador. King Henry VI of England was born in Windsor, Berkshire in 1421. Windsor, Berkshire. That's easy for me to say. Anyway, King Henry was born 1421, guys. And that was your Today in History. Is today Gazpacho Day? How long they say? Well, anywhere from like 8 to 12 weeks altogether. So yeah, we'll be here for a minute, guys. It's getting better every day, but woo, geez. Yeah, last night was a rude awakening. I need to sleep with the sling on. I rolled over and my arm was up at one point, like resting. I was on my side, and I was like, oh man, when you wake up. And when I did, it was on fire, man. I'm pretty sure they shaved the bone too, because like when I move it, I can hear it all clicking. Maybe it's the new hardware in there. Who knows, guys? But that was your Today in History, guys. Woo! All right, let's get into this. We got who loves hot apple. You know what? Yeah, let's do another history, guys. Speaking of Today in History, we got the professor from thedailydank.com, and we're going to be going over the month of December and weed history, guys. This is just a quick 3 to 4 minute video. It's pretty cool. It's going to tell you the history of weed through the month of December. We got a good one for you guys. Let's do it.
Hey, Danksters. Picture this: 5,000 years ago, in ancient China, a farmer stumbles upon a peculiar plant. Little did he know, it would change the world forever. Let's travel back to a time when the Great Wall was yet a dream, and our humble farmer was about to make a phenomenal discovery. This unique plant, known today as cannabis, was first used in ancient China for its therapeutic properties. The people then recognized its potential as a powerful analgesic in traditional medicine. It was also valued for its fibers, used in textiles, and its seeds, consumed as food. From China, the knowledge of this versatile plant and its myriad uses began to spread. Traveling along the legendary Silk Road, its fame reached the exotic lands of India and the arid deserts of the Middle East. Here it found a home in their rich cultures and age-old traditions. So, our unsuspecting Chinese farmer had discovered what we now know as cannabis. But the story doesn't end there. Fast forward to the 19th century, our green friend makes its way to the New World, and oh boy, did it make quite an entrance. As the age of exploration and colonization swept across the globe, cannabis too found a new home in the Americas. Initially, it was brought over for industrial purposes, with settlers recognizing the immense potential of hemp. Hemp was a versatile material, used to produce essential items like rope, clothing, and paper. People didn't just stop at the industrial uses, though. As time went on, cannabis began to be associated with recreational use. It wasn't long before the plant's psychoactive properties became a point of fascination and, in some circles, concern. To say it was a controversial topic would be an understatement. Despite the contention, cannabis managed to entrench itself in the culture of the New World. So, from a humble plant in ancient China to a controversial crop in the Americas, cannabis has certainly had an eventful journey, but what about its modern history? Enter the 20th century, a time of jazz flappers and, you guessed it, cannabis. As the Roaring Twenties danced into life, so did the Prohibition era. This time, it wasn't alcohol that was the main focus, but our green friend cannabis. The war on drugs, initiated in the 1970s, amplified the negative stigma around it, pushing it further into the shadows. But just like a phoenix, cannabis rose from the ashes in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. It began with decriminalization in various regions, followed by a wave of legalization for medical and recreational use. Countries like Uruguay and Canada led the charge, with numerous states in the USA following suit. This shift hasn't just been legal, it's also been cultural. Cannabis has found its way into mainstream conversations, shedding its cloak of mystery and fear. From ancient China to the modern world, cannabis has proven to be more than just a plant. It's a symbol of culture, controversy, and change. Let's take a moment to marvel at the incredible journey of cannabis, from a simple plant to a global phenomenon. We've explored its ancient origins, a tale steeped in mythology and medicinal use. We've traced its path to the New World, where it transformed from a medicinal plant into an economic powerhouse. And we've delved into the modern era of cannabis, a time of both prohibition and resurgence, a time where the plant's potential is being rediscovered and reimagined. We've seen how cannabis has been a constant companion to humanity, shaping cultures, sparking debates, and inspiring scientific research. It's a plant that has transcended time and space, always adapting, always evolving. So whether you're an enthusiast, a skeptic, or just curious, one thing is certain: cannabis has left an indelible mark on our world. And who knows what the future holds. For now, this is the Professor from thedailydank.com signing off. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, stay dank.
All right, guys, that was a history of weed in the month of December, guys. Very, very interesting, very cool. Thank you, Professor. But he didn't cover today is National Gazpacho Day. He didn't cover that, guys. He didn't cover that in today's thing, guys. I got to do something real quick, guys. Hold on for a quick break. I will be right back.
From the WWE and G.I. Joe, the real American hero. You're watching the Daily Dank. Don't touch that dial, and that's an order. Have I made myself clear? Good. Then do it, right? Do it. Do it.
The most awkward do it of all time. Do it. I didn't know what he was going to say. All right, guys. So that was Sergeant Slaughter. How cool was that? I love that clip. All right. You know, speaking of wrestling, man, I keep seeing all this stuff about wrestling popping up. Man, it's a good time to be a wrestling fan. All sorts of good action going on out there. I need to, man, I want to do a wrestling show as if I got time. But yeah, man, a lot of good stuff going on out there. It is it's the one-armed wanker. Good morning, Mr. Crispers. It's always a good morning when Mr. Crispers is in the house. Yeah, I want to start doing some wrestling stuff, man. I know not all of us are wrestling fans, but I'd love to do just like a show. Maybe I can go on somebody's show. Like I know a lot about wrestling, man. I know you used to back to retro. What happened? Like it just too much. You can do a lot of shows, man. You like me, just show. Um, but yeah, I would love to start covering some wrestling, kind of getting back into it a little bit. Not like I was way back in the day, but yeah, I don't mind watching it so much anymore. It's kind of good. They got a lot of good stuff going on out there. All right, guys, we are going to get into the worst Christmas presents ever given. We're not talking you got the what is it? You got a pound puppy instead of a Hello Kitty. No, we are talking the worst of the worst. We're talking the cutout picture of a recliner, and your wife says, "I got this for you." Um, no, that did happen to me when I was married. No, we're talking the worst, guys. We're talking the worst of the worst. Um, We're talking like when they don't even care. One year, it wasn't Christmas, but it was Father's Day, and my ex-wife. We got a lot of if we've you know what I like watching it, but I don't like having to watch it. If that no, it totally makes sense. It totally does. I'm gonna need your address, sir. How am I gonna send your Xmas cards? I mean, technically, I can send it to Needles Police Department and ask them to hand deliver. Mr. Crispers or the city, when they're serving their subpoenas, they can drop it off for you. No, I totally get that back to retro, like when you have to do it. And then the same with like some of these podcast interviews that I do, like, man, when there are just so many of them, like I like to do them. It's just when I have to do them, it could be a pain in the butt, man. So I totally get that. Totally get that. All right, guys. So we are looking at the worst Christmas presents ever given. So this is, let's see if I can get this. This is like, yeah, this is when people just don't care. This is when people, um, yeah, these are bad, man. These are really bad. First up, guys. First up, we crayons. One year I got was actually a super cool present. My parents had worked for months putting together this kit. It was a big toolbox filled with good scissors, glue, paint, colored pencils, glitter, and every other thing a crafty little kid could want. The problem was every time they would to add to it, they had a running joke where they would say, "We're going upstairs to feed your present," or that's what my parents would totally have done that. Or, "We need to take your present for a walk, tee hee hee." So of course, the Christmas morning, instead of being a little kid who was stoked to get a huge box of art supplies, I was a little kid who was devastated that I didn't get a puppy. Oh man. Yeah. You know what? My parents were like that. Um, my mom and dad would play that game where they would like, "We gotta go walk your present. We gotta go feed it." Just remember how to vote. Oh, yeah, don't forget to vote for November to dismember, guys. I'm working on. I get like as soon as this is over, I'll get the rest of the ones posted, guys. We got the first bracket up. Go over to the community page, vote on that, guys. We got some good matchups over there. We're going to be streamlining into it hardcore today. That's what I'm working on today. Um, yeah, you guys know surgery. And me, the procrastinator. But man, who's had that where your parents totally mislead you and you think you're getting one Christmas present or your wife or whoever, and it ends up being something completely different. Oh man, that's the worst. I can't ever recall one bad gift. I've been thankful and grateful for everything I got, I guess because nothing comes to mind. Well, that's a positive. That's a positive. That is a positive, Mojave Martian. I don't know. Like, so with my ex-wife, there was a lot of that. One Father's Day, she had her addictions, let's just say that. And one Father's Day, she asked me for money. She wasn't working at the time, so she could go get me a Father's Day gift, her and the kids. I was like, yeah, here's $50, whatever it was. So she comes back with this dollar store hat, like the funkiest, like thinnest, weakest hat that you've ever seen in your life, like a painter, it should have been like a hair cap instead. It was the weakest thing, probably cost her $3. Happy Father's Day. And the rest of the money went to pills or went to whatever. And I'm just like, really? Like, so those are what I'm talking about. Like, just your like, oh, here it says Father's Day on it. Oh, it says Christmas on it. Which, you know what, that is blessed. That is blessed. And we shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. It should be. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry, I gotta plug this back in here. We lost charge somehow. Hang on. Hang on. Did that work? Nope, that didn't work. Oh well. We got enough battery to make it through. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. And I guess I should have just been happy that she at least thought about me, but don't use my own money and buy, you know what I mean? But no, you're right. If someone wants to give you a gift, man, that's the blessing within itself. Dude, on the real ass, back to retro, I think I beat you in procrastination. My brother got a nephew a lot of little gifts. Got my niece one big. It was with $100 bill taped to the bottom, and she was so pissed for hours, thinking she just got a. Yeah, and then sometimes that happens. Sometimes it is a good gift, and you act crazy. But yeah, so that's the first one on his list, guys. Is not a puppy. Is not a puppy. All right, up next, the worst Christmas gifts of all time. Gloves, which I don't know if you live in a place. My extended family used to do this thing where you would put your name on a piece of paper and put it in a hat, draw someone out, and that's who you'd give your gift for. It was supposed to be anonymous. I got two terrible gifts on consecutive years. The first terrible gift was a DVD of Fast and the Furious 3. I literally never watched even a second of those movies, and I'm pretty sure the franchise was up to like episode 4 or 5 at that point. The very next year, someone got me a cheap pair of fake leather driving gloves that were about 2 sizes too small. So me not being a car guy at all has somehow convinced my uncles and aunts that I'm secretly a Tokyo drift racer or something. That year after that, my mom got my name. You're supposed to put the name back if it's immediate family, but she kept my name knowing I got screwed 2 years running, and she got me a Kindle Fire. Who has had that when you're young, in your young years, that like your family thought that maybe you were into other stuff that you weren't actually into? I totally get that. Totally can see that. Um, yeah. So yeah, I could totally get that, guys. That your family thinks you're a race car driver, so they give you these things. Oh man. So up next, guys, we got instead of received, I'll switch to gave. I bought my whole family tickets to see James Brown live. Literally within minutes of them opening their presents, it was announced on the Christmas morning that James Brown had died. Oh my God. Not funny, but funny. Oh man, so you get the best Christmas present. To James Brown tickets. Everyone's excited. And the next thing, but the next thing, hang on, sorry guys. All right. Oh man, how horrible would that be? Totally read Honey Nuts wrong. I read you're still alive. It is. It's a day-to-day thing, guys. You never know. You never know if I'll be alive or not. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. So actually, this year, I can't say it too loud. Is I'm planning on giving my daughter a gift similar, not James Brown, but something like that. So hopefully the band won't die on Christmas Day. All right, number 4, guys. Oh, oh, what happened? What happened? All right. My husband's stepmother gave me a 30. Oh, she was 36-year-old at the time. A kindergarten-sized backpack. When I opened it, she said I actually bought that for a child a few years ago, and she hated it. So I threw it in a closet, and I saw it and thought you would like it. None of us did. We all think it's ugly. Oh. Then don't tell someone that. The same year, they gave me 3 kid gifts totaling altogether $15 with the clearance sticker on them, while her bio daughter opened a $300 unicorn, which they made sure we knew cost $300. When they pointed out to everyone our clearance stickers, what a great deal they were, they weren't. And then they made kids leave the room so their granddaughter could take pics alone with her unicorn. It was the last Christmas we visited him. Yeah, who's been to those where you got to go to somebody else's Christmas and it's a little weird? It's a little weird. Like, they have their favorite grandchild or daughter, son, mother, father, whoever the favorite is. And you're sitting there and it's weird because, like, it's a weird scene, man. I've been in that situation a lot of times. I was in a relationship not too long ago, and we tried to really for I guess it would be my ex-girlfriend now, tried to like open the house and make her and her kids feel welcome, and it always kind of turned out like that. Like, we made sure they got gifts and stuff, but it is weird, man. Situations. It is definitely a weird um, thing to be in, like, and then they're like, I am a little, oh, am I glitchy? Can unwrap these so we can take pictures with the favorite one. All right, up next, guys. Up next, we got number 5, a set of miniature butter knives with ceramic fruit and vegetables as the handles. From an aunt who said I was top 4. I was 7. A set of miniature butter knives with ceramic fruit and vegetables as the handles. From an aunt who said I was too hard to shop for. She was 7. Oh man, I was like, okay, that sounds interesting and special until I read the age. Oh man, that's one of those ones where you just buy what you run into, right? Like, you're just at the store and like, hey, my dad's family got together, but they usually ended in a fight. Oh man, good times for Christmas. All right, number 6, guys. Because we got a dish towel. I was 8 years old. It's the thought that counts. That's right. One year, my family, we must have ticked them off or something. We did a late Christmas, and they brought the presents over, and it was like towels and different things, and you're like, oh, we made them mad, and they returned our real gifts and got us this stuff. Oh man. Nothing wrong with a dish towel. Nothing wrong with a dish towel. All right, number 7, guys. Looking back, it wasn't a bad present, but when I got a pair of pants for Christmas when I was 6, I started crying and screamed out, "You're supposed to get me these anyway." He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Well, you're not wrong. And who wasn't disappointed as a kid to get clothes as presents? Yeah, that was always you know what? And this sounds ungrateful, but when you're a kid and you're expecting some toys or something, and you get a pair of pajamas, or you get a pair of socks, or you get a pair of underwear. I mean, yeah, who isn't a little disappointed as a kid? You know what I mean? Yeah. Who would get underwear and socks every year Christmas? I would. My mom and dad made sure that was like the sock and underwear refilling time of the year. Oh no, Rosie. Oh no, you got to hold it for a few minutes. We're almost done, Rosie. We're almost done. Okay, a Lamborghini calendar. My brother got a car and an amp now. So the brother Lamborghini calendar, or he got a Lamborghini. The brother got the two sisters like each, and he got a Lamborghini calendar. I would say a little unfavorable there. Number 9. Oh, here we go. Number 9. Man. And then the camera's going out. We're just having a rough time here, guys. We're just having a rough time. All right. There we go. So I was dating a guy for a few months when it rolled around. He had recently started a new job that required travel, and this was before smartphones, and built-in GPS in your car were common. So I splurged a bit and got him a Garmin to help find his way. I bought a TomTom, so yeah, exactly. Thoughtful, useful, not too sentimental. It felt perfect for where we were as a relationship at the time. Due to schedules, we couldn't get together until a few days after Christmas. In my haste to go see him, I walked right out the door without his gift. I didn't realize it until I got into his house, and I felt terrible. But he said, "No worries, I'll give you your gifts now. I'll just get mine later." Cool. So he goes into the other room and he comes back with 2 wrapped gifts. I noticed some of the paper was messed up like it had been rewrapped, but I didn't think too much of it at the moment. I carefully unwrapped the first package. It was a MMA magazine that had clearly been read. I was so confused. I don't like MMA, not even a little bit, nor have I ever expressed an interest in MMA. Not once. He, on the other hand, loved all things MMA. Trying to move on, I politely thanked him, set the magazine down, and read the next gift. I could tell it was a DVD. Oops. Come on. Come on. I could tell it. Rosie, what are you doing? I could tell it was a DD. Um, Trying to move on, I could tell it was a DVD, the shape of the package, and indeed it was a DVD. Forrest Gump DVD with the cellophane wrapper missing. Not, now, don't get me wrong, Forrest Gump is a solid choice, except I already owned a Forrest Gump DVD, and now here I suddenly the proud owner of a second copy that appeared to be used. I again thanked him and sat there quietly trying to wrap my head around how he could have arrived at the conclusion that a used magazine on a topic I didn't like and a secondhand DVD of something I already would have already owned would have made for a good Christmas gift. He also got a little quiet. He then sheepishly volunteered, I got bored, so I watched the movie yesterday. I stared, and then I was like, oh, I hadn't seen that issue yet. So I went ahead and read through it. I think you really will like it. I slowly responded, so you got me a magazine because you wanted to read it, and then watched the movie you got for me because you were bored? His only response was, well, yeah, I guess so. I left not long after. The next day I returned the garment for a full refund. About a week later he called and said he didn't think it was working out. No problem, I said. I don't think it's working out either. As we were wrapping up the call, expressing well wishes, all that, he paused for a beat and said, hey, were you still going to give me that Christmas present? What do you guys think about that one? Dating during Christmas is a hard thing, especially in a new relationship. Um, Bro, the worst gift I ever got was from a girl. It was a toothbrush and toothpaste and dental floss. She knew I didn't have teeth. Oh, Lonnie. Oh, Lonnie. Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, you know what, man? Dating during Christmas is like the worst, especially like if it's a new relationship. If it's a new one, you can kind of get away with it. Don't give them a used Forrest Gump thing. Oh, my God. All right. That is crazy. I love that they broke up too right afterwards. She's like, yeah, this guy. All right. Every year, my aunt gives our family thrift Santa gifts, like a bunch from thrift stores. The thing is, nothing really relates to anything. The worst I've gotten are among a Karma Sutra book when I was 13, 14, and a New York baby's onesie. I have kids and I don't watch baseball. Who gives a 14-year-old a Kama Sutra book? I guess like trying to get them young, guys. Train them young, I guess. Oh, imagine. We don't mind waiting for she's ever had an accident in the house. No, Rosie doesn't. Rosie, when I first got her, she had a couple accidents in the house, and I think it was just because she was new, excited to be at the house and all that. Yeah, no, she's really good. She's never had an accident. Sometimes she just likes to go out just to go out. So you got to kind of watch her. And that's what, if you ever hear me tell her no, it's because I could tell she doesn't actually have to go out. She just wants to go out and snoop and look outside. But no, she's never really had an accident in the house. Really good, really good. I'm so happy I got her. My grandma gave me the card label from a gift card. No actual gift card. Into an empty toilet paper tube and wrapped like a gift. All my siblings got gift cards. Grandma never liked me much. Yeah, we going to vote for putting grandma in the care home. Be careful, grandmas. Be careful. Your time's a coming. You give crappy gifts, and all of a sudden you're in the home. Oh, you out of here, Lonnie? You out of here? We still got a fin. She was mad at our dad for having bought us or brought back 3 days late from his of the holidays and took it out on us. Being a contrary soul, I happily took my brother's discarded pack and proceeded to make a million rainbow flutes that I would instantly try to learn to play for the next 2 months. I suspected she lived to regret her choice since I'd never cleaned any of my discarded flutes suits up. That's how you pay back. That's how you pay back. My cousin once gave me an autographed picture of himself, which was funny as hell, so I didn't mind. Oh, that's the one guy. You give autograph pictures of yourself. How great is that? How great is that? Watch out, Grandma. Brian's gone to eat your Jello. Oh man, every day, every day. That's hilarious, man. I like that one. That's a good gift. That's a good gift. Number 14, a box of Top Ramen. Just as a standard grocery box of Top Ramen bags, it was unwrapped with my niece with a nice bow too. It was not gifted as a joke. My family knew I was having financial troubles and was only eating one meal a day. They honestly thought they were helping me out. Buy him some real fucking food. Don't buy him some cardboard water, stuff. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, Honey Nut Heroine. All right, guys, my battery's about ready to die on my laptop, so I need to wrap this up. We'll do one last one. A pack of cigarettes and a roll of trash bags. I don't smoke. Oh, you know what? Last year, my then girlfriend at the time, she had an office Christmas party, and they were doing Santa, like Secret Santa, and she ended up getting a open bag of salt and something else, something weird. Like I still don't know what it's supposed to mean. We looked it up online. It didn't have any weird meanings or anything. Just weird. Just really weird. So those were some of the worst Christmas gifts of all times, guys. Don't be like them. Don't do it. I'm all glitching out. Battery's about ready to die, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate each one of you. Join us at 420, guys. We got Weed Wednesday. We're going to be doing some crazy stunts, some good stuff. So tune in, guys. I'm going to get out of here before we die. Before the battery dies. Fake lottery ticket. He thought that's the best, Lonnie. That's the best. All right. We will see you guys at 420. All right. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
See you guys.